Today, my friends, we are looking at this 4TB emulation drive that comes preloaded with retro goodness. All you need is to plug it into your Windows PC and you are ready to rock and roll. There are 3 launchers to choose from: LaunchBox, PlayNite and RetroBat, and you can find their Switch, Wii U, GameCube, PS2, PS3 and supposedly even PS4 titles. Can't wait to try it out, so let's get cracking! First quick disclaimer, this is just a review of the product that's been officially sold. I'm not encouraging you to do anything against your free will. With that said, let's begin with the review. I've already covered one similar drive, that was M.2. This is normal 2.5-inch hard drive, not SSD, and it also offers LaunchBox option besides PlayNite and RetroBat. PlayNite is mostly for your modern PC games, RetroBat for older stuff, and LaunchBox for all of the emulation. So let's start with the step 1, plugging it into your Windows PC. Step 2, run the DirectX repair program. Step 3, open the desired front end. We are starting with the LaunchBox. It's quite nice and straightforward. There are a few options to play with. The most interesting one being to change the form of cover art displayed. I've been scrolling a little bit, and first thing that caught my attention was PS3 games. On the M.2 2TB drive, there were like 4 PS3 games included. Here there were 21 altogether, even some good ones. Afro Samurai, completely forget about this game, it's crazy good, I love it, same as Lollipop Chainsaw. Both were running full speed on this Geekom A5 mini PC with Ryzen 7 5800H and 32 gigs of RAM that I reviewed recently. It's not really as powerful mini PC, but it did a great job even with Castlevania Lord of Shadows. You can see the rest of ROMs included, and clearly you can add your own or remove the ones that are already in there. I quite like the LaunchBox interface. Available systems are on the left, in the middle are games included from desired system, and on the left is description of the game or system specification if anybody's into that. Not bad! Let's move on to PS4 in quotation marks, cause this is not PS4 emulation, but rather PC games with nicely displayed PS4 cover arts. 14 games were included. Assassin's Creed Origins is running around 30 FPS on high settings. I wanted to try Red Dead Redemption 2, but it was giving me some error, .dll not found or something. The game files were there, I've checked it, it was like 130 GB in size, but it just didn't work, not sure why, so expect some hiccups here and there. Resident Evil 4 Remake was enjoyable, but I put it on prioritized performance, so it wasn't as stunning graphically. Spider-Man Remastered, working great, also really good game. Prototype 2, it launched fine, but then it just kicked me out of the game suddenly without any option to carry on. As I said, there is always gonna be some bumps down the road. I've tried out some Switch games, Wii U games, PS2 games, and I haven't encountered any issues. There were so many games included, especially PS1, PS2, PSP, GameCube and Dreamcast. It felt like almost whole libraries were there. 502 GameCube games, 18 Switch games, 20 Wii games, 10 Wii U games, 308 Dreamcast games, 447 PS1 games, 527 PS2 games, and 463 PSP games. There was every single game I could think of in there, which was quite different from the 2TB M.2 drive that I felt was mostly focused on the modern games. Just out of curiosity, I've checked the size of PS2 games folder and it was almost 900 GB. Mind blowing. Emulation performance will be mostly dependent on your PC specifications, but I didn't have any issues with mapping the controller like last time. I just clicked to map it automatically in the LaunchBox settings, and it was mapped and worked for all of the emulators, even Wii, Wii U, Switch and every other emulator. I was using Xbox One controller via Bluetooth. I haven't held it for a while and I gotta tell you, this controller is so freaking comfortable and good. Next, let's check the PlayNite Launcher. There are plenty games also included in here. I will quickly scroll through them so you can see. I've tried GTA 3 and it was working okay, but when I've tried Elden Ring, it was giving me error that my save version and game versions are different and I couldn't proceed further. I haven't tried to fix it, there might be some way around it, but obviously that's not what you want when you pay for the product. And for this 4TB hard drive you would pay exactly £115, which is almost as much as for 2TB M.2 SSD, so this is way better deal, but it is still quite a lot of money, especially considering when you can build such emulation drive all by yourself. Last option is RetroBat. There wasn't much to choose from in here. In terms of games, there are mostly the old ones. You can see how I'm trying to find something interesting. Interface is nice. It uses Emulation Station, I believe. Everything in here is working as expected. No errors. Now to my final thoughts. To be honest, I like this product a lot. I felt like Christmas came early this year when I was trying it out. It was very easy to set up. Just install the DirectX repair and plug it in. Yeah, I know I do have majority of these games, even much more, in my digital collection, but that is across like 4 or 5 hard drives, and there is nothing neat about it. It's all one big mess. This is all presented in a very professional way, even though it is a bit shady way, cause they are asking money for games they do not own, but they downloaded God knows where. Still, I like it. I come from Eastern Bloc of countries where there was always a poverty and shortages, and this, I guess, speaks to my younger self. Either way, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to members and Patreons for support. Like, subscribe, join. Peace out.